Welcome to another Ibm Cognos Analytics presentation. Today we're going to talk about data modeling within Ibm Cognos. We're going to create some unions, joins. We're going to do some data formatting. First, we're going to a data. In this case, data has been given to us as for Excel files. We click OK. Here we have it. The first data set that we have is the current store sales data, which is up to 5,890 datasets from the new store sales. The second one is people data, which only give us our sales manager and their region. The next one is our returns data, which has up to 300 rows. And the last one is our store sales history, which is all sales that we have in our store. So that has up to 4,000 datasets. The first step that we're going to do is we're going to union this both, the old data and the new data. We click here, we go into a table, we add which tables we want to, the current and the history, which is the old data set, and we create an union of tables. We can name it like just union and finish. Now we have the union table, which is the mix of these both data sets. The next part is we're going to join this data with the remaining two. First, we're going to join it with the returns table. We click here, we add the returns table, and we create a join view. In this case, on the left, we have up to 9,000 rows. In the right, we have up to 300 return datasets. To join them, we have to use the both matching columns, in this case order ID. We match them and it's gonna be almost done, but in this case we have to choose the relationship tab. Inner join means that all datasets, all matching datasets are going to be displayed, but only the matching datasets. The problem here is that it would only show us up to 300 rows because on the right table we only have 300 datasets. However, what we want is a left hour join, which is going to show us all the data from the left table plus that matching datasets from the right table. In case there is no match from the right table, it's only going to show a null value. So, and this is what's going to happen. We go next, and we can say union. You can change the name, and this is what it shows here. Where is the returns? Here. So it's going to show us all the values from the left table plus some matching values from the right table. In this case, in case there is no matching values, it will just give us a null value. We go finish, and we're going to join it with the last table. New table, we give it the people data, and we create a join view. We match the columns, and we also do a left hour join because we want to show all this data plus the matching columns here. Next, and we can call it's store sales main. We can visualize here the data if it's correct, and it seems it's correct and it's working perfect. Finish, and we have the full join data here. we can try it in the new report to see that if it's working. Main data, the quantity of row numbers, and we can check it if it's working. We have all the data sets. We have the join return data sets, return reason, and the sales manager. So yes, it is working. Perfect. And we have the 9,983 rows. Perfect, it's working. On the next step, we're going to format some data from our main file. So in this case, we can see that this count appears as 0.2, 0.2, 0.3. We want to make this as a percentage. What we can do, we can click there, or we can also click here. We can go in format data, and we can select a percentage. How many decimal places we want? 1, 2. In this case, we can go with 2 decimal places. In this case, we don't need decimal places, so we're just gonna select 0 decimal places and you click OK. Now we have the percentage of the quantity of the discount. After we format this data, we can also format more data if we go in the next rows or columns. Another option that Cognos has available is the clean data. For example, we can replace null values with 0, for example, which we can do in this case. If you want, let's say, return reason, we can also do a trim leading uppercase, lowercase if we need. We can replace null values, and we can say empty string, or we can just say no value, for example. Or we can make here no value. And it will modify this data to show us, instead of null values, no value. Create a new column if we need. We can go and in the main file, we click on calculation and we select, for example, sales, which is the price of each item times the quantity, which is gonna give us the revenue. In this case, and we can validate it here if the expression is actually working. We create it here, and we have a new column. In this case, I created it before, and we have a new column. We can create new columns within the data model also, and we're gonna need also, we have the property here, which will show us the usage, identifier, measure, attribute. Identifier normally goes more for like customer ID, for example. In this case, we're gonna leave it as measure. Let's say the sales, the quantity of sales in this case is just total sales. Let's say discount. If we create a report, we will want to show the average discount. For example, total average discount per product. In this case, we can change the aggregate here to average. And there are many options also here. This is most of it. I hope the join technique can help you on creating a join view with new datasets or Excel files. And I hope this was of help. Thank you.